Shalom, family. Happy Sabbath. Pray that you're having a blessed Sabbath, that your day is going according to the Most High. I pray peace over the saints that are scattered abroad. I pray wisdom will be upon you. Today we're looking at 1 Corinthians. 1 Corinthians. And this is the first epistle of Paul to the Israelites in Corinth, chapter 1. Paul, called to be an apostle of Yahushua HaMashiach, through the will of Elohim, and Sosthenes, our brother, unto the church of Elohim, which is at Corinth, to them that are sanctified in Yahushua HaMashiach, called to be saints, with all that in every place call upon the name of Yahushua HaMashiach, our Yahweh, both theirs and ours. Grace be unto you, and shalom from Elohim our Father, and from Yahweh Yahushua HaMashiach. I thank my Elohim always on your behalf, for grace of Yah, which is given you by Yahushua HaMashiach, that in everything ye are enriched by him, in all utterance and in all knowledge, even as the testimony of HaMashiach was confirmed in you, so that ye come behind in no gift, waiting for the coming of our Yahweh Yahushua HaMashiach, who shall also confirm you unto the end, that ye may be blameless in the day of our Yahweh Yahushua HaMashiach. Elohim is faithful, by whom ye were called unto the fellowship of his Son, Yahushua HaMashiach, our Yahweh. Now I beseech you, brethren, by the name of our Yahweh Yahushua HaMashiach, that ye all speak the same thing, and that there be no divisions among you, but that ye be perfect, united together in the same mind and in the same retribution. For it hath been declared unto me of you, my brethren, by them which are of the house of Chloe, that there are contentions among you. Now this I say, that every one of you saith, I am of Paul, and I am an I of Apollos, and I of Cephas, and I of Hamashiach. Is Hamashiach divided? Was Paul crucified for you? Or were ye baptized into the name of Paul? I thank Elohim that I baptized none of you, but Crispus and Gaius, lest any should say that I have baptized in mine own name. And I baptize also the house of Stephanas. Besides, I know not whether I baptize any other. For Hamashiach sent me not to baptize, but to preach the gospel, not with wisdom of words, lest the cross of Hamashiach should be made of none effect. For the preaching of the cross is to them that perish foolishness, but unto us which are saved it is the power of Yah. For it is written, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise, and will bring to nothing the understanding of the prudent. Where is the wise? Where is the scribe? Where is the disputer of this world? Hath not Elohim made foolish the wisdom of this world? For after that in the wisdom of Yah, the world by wisdom knew not Elohim. It pleased Elohim by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believed. For the Yehudaites require a sign, and the Greeks seek after wisdom. But we preach Hamashiach, crucified, unto the Yehudas, a stumbling block, and unto the Greeks foolishness. But unto them which are called, both Yahudites and Greeks, Hamashiach, the power of Yah, and the wisdom of Elohim. Because the foolishness of Yah is wiser than men, and the weakness of Yah is stronger than men. For ye see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble, are called. But Elohim hath chosen the foolish things of this world, of the world, to conform or confound the wise. And Elohim hath chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty. And base things of the world and the things which are despised hath Elohim chosen, yea, and things which are not, to bring to naught things that are, that no flesh should glory in his presence, but of him are ye in Yahushua HaMashiach, who are Yah, is made unto us wisdom and righteousness and sanctification and redemption, that according as it is written, he that glorifieth, let him glory in the Yahweh. Chapter 2. And I, brethren, when I came to you, came not with excellency of speech or of wisdom, declaring unto you the testimony of Elohim. For I determined not to know anything among you save Yahushua HaMashiach and him crucified. And I was with you in weakness and in fear and in much trembling. And my speech and my preaching was not with enticing words of wisdom, of man's wisdom, but in determination of the Spirit of power, that your faith should not stand in the wisdom of men, but in the power of Yah. Howbeit we speak wisdom among them that are perfect, yet not the wisdom of this world, nor of the princes of this world that come to naught. But we speak the wisdom of Yah in a mystery, even the hidden wisdom, which Elohim ordained before the world unto our glory, which none of the princes of this world knew. For had they known it, they would not have crucified the Yahweh of glory. But as it is written, eye hath not seen nor ear heard, neither hath entered into the heart of man the things which Elohim hath prepared for them that love him. But Elohim hath revealed them unto us by his Spirit, for the Spirit searches all things, yea, the deep things of Yah. For what man knoweth the things of man, save the spirit of man which is in him? Even so, things of Yah knoweth no man, but the Spirit of Yah. Now, we have received not the spirit of the world, but the Spirit which is of Yah, that we might know the things that are freely given to us of Yah, which things also we speak, not in words which man's wisdom teacheth, but which the Ruach HaKodesh teacheth, comparing spiritual things with spiritual. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of Yah, for they are foolishness unto him, neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned. But he that is spiritual magistrateth all things, yet he himself is magistrateth of no man. For who hath known the mind of Yahweh, that he may instruct him? But we have the mind of Hamashiach. Chapter 3. And I, brethren, could not speak unto you as unto spiritual, but as unto carnal, even as unto babes in Hamashiach. I have fed you with milk, and not with meat. For hereunto ye were not able to bear it, neither yet now are ye able. For ye are yet carnal. For whereas there is among you envying and strife and divisions, are ye not carnal and walk as men? For while one saith, I am of Paul, and another, I am of Apollos, are ye not carnal? Who then is Paul? And who is Apollos? But ministers by whom ye believed, even as the Yahweh gave to every man. I planted, Apollos watered, but Elohim gave the increase. So then neither is he that planteth anything, neither is he that watereth, but Elohim that giveth the increase. Now he that planteth and he that watereth are one, and every man shall receive his own reward according to his own labor. For we are laborers together with Elohim. Ye are Elohim's husbandry. Ye are Elohim's buildings. According to the grace of Yah which is given unto me, as a wise master builder, I have laid the foundations, and another buildeth thereon. But let every man take heed how he buildeth thereupon. For other foundation can no man lay than that is laid, which is Yahushua HaMashiach. Now, if any man build upon this foundation, gold, silver, precious stones, wood, hay, stubble, every man's work shall be made manifest, for the day shall declare it, because it shall be revealed by fire, and the fire shall try every man's work, of what sort it is. If any man's work abide which he hath built thereupon, he shall receive a reward. If any man's work shall be burned, he shall suffer loss, but he himself shall be saved, yet so as by fire. Know ye not that ye are the temple of Yah, and that the Spirit of Yah dwelleth in you? If any man defile the temple of Yah, him shall Elohim destroy, for the temple of Yah is holy, which temple ye are. Let no man deceive you himself. If any man among you seem to be wise in this world, let him become a fool, that he may be wise. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with Elohim. For it is written, He taketh the wise in their own craftiness. And again, the Yahweh knoweth the thoughts of the wise, that they are vain. Therefore let no man glory in men, for all things are yours. Whether Paul or Apollos or Cephas or the world or life or death or things present or things to come are all yours. All are yours. Present or things to come, all are yours. And ye are Hamashiachs, and Hamashiachs is Elohim's. Chapter 4. Let a man so account of us as of the ministers of Hamashiach, and stewards of the mysteries of Yah. Moreover, it is required in stewards that a man be found faithful. But with me, it is a very small thing that I should be magistrate of you, or of man's retribution. Yea, I magistrate not mine own self. For I know nothing by myself, yet I am not hereby competent, but he that magistrateth me is the Yahweh. Therefore magistrate nothing before the time, until the Yahweh cometh, who both will bring to light the hidden things of darkness, and will make manifest the counsel of the hearts. And then shall every man have praise of Yah. And these things, brethren, I have in a figure transferred to myself and to Apollos for your sake, that ye might learn in us not to think of men above that which is written, that no one of you be puffed up for one another, for one against another. For who maketh thee to differ from another? And what hast thou that thou didst not receive? Now, if thou didst receive it, why dost thou glory, as if thou hadst not received it? Now, ye are full. Now ye are rich. Ye have reigned as kings without us. And I would to Elohim ye did reign, that we also might reign with you. For I think that Elohim hath set forth us, the apostles, last, as it were appointed to death. For we are made a spectacle unto the world, and to angels, and to men. We are fools for Hamashiach's sake, but ye are wise in Hamashiach. We are weak, but ye are strong. Ye are honorable, but we are despised. Even unto this present hour we both hunger and thirst, and are naked, and are buffeted, and have no certain dwelling place, and labor, working with our own hands, being reviled. We bless, being persecuted. As we bless, being persecuted, we suffer it. Being defamed, we entreat. We are made as the filth of the world, and are the offscourging of all things unto this day. I write not these things to shame you, but as my beloved sons I warn you. For though ye have 10,000 instructors in Hamashiach, yet have ye not many fathers. For in Yahushua HaMashiach I have begotten you through the gospel. Wherefore I beseech you, be ye followers of me. For this cause I sent unto you Timotheus, who is my beloved son, and faithful in Yahweh, who shall bring you into remembrance of my ways, which be in Hamashiach, as I teach everywhere in every church. Now some are puffed up as though I would not come to you, but I will come to you shortly, if the Yahweh will, and will know not the speech of them which are puffed up, but the power. For the kingdom of Yah is not in word, but in power. What will ye? Shall I come unto you with a rod, or in love, and in the spirit of meekness? Chapter 5. It is reported commonly that there is fornication among you, and such fornication as is not so much as named among the Goy nations, that one should have his father's wife. And ye are puffed up, and have not rather mourned, that he that hath done this deed might be taken away from among you. For I verily, absent in the body, but present in the spirit, have magistrated already, as though I were present concerning him that hath done so this deed. In the name of our Yahweh Yahushua HaMashiach, when ye gather together in my spirit, and with the power of our Yahweh Yahushua HaMashiach, to deliver such an one unto Satan for the destruction of the flesh, that the spirit may be saved in the day of Yahushua HaMashiach. Verse 5 again. To deliver such an one unto Satan for the destruction of the flesh, that the spirit may be saved in the day of the Yahweh Yahushua. Glorying is not good, Know ye not that a little leaven leaveneth the whole lump? Purge out therefore the old leaven, that ye may be a new lump, as ye are unleavened. For even Hamashiach, our Passover, is sanctified for us. Therefore, let us keep the feast, not with the old leaven, neither with the leaven of malice and wickedness, but with the unleavened bread of sincerity and truth. I wrote unto you in an epistle not to company with fornicators, yet not altogether with the fornicators of this world, or with the covetous, or the extortioners, or with idolaters, for then must ye needs go out of the world. But I have written unto you to keep company. I have written unto you not to keep company. If a man that is called a brother be a fornicator, or covetous, or an idolater, or railer, or a drunkard, or an extortioner, with such an one know not to eat. For what have I to do to magistrate them also that are without? Do not ye magistrate them that are within? But them that are without Elohim magistrateth. Therefore put away from yourselves that wicked person. Chapter 6. Dare any of you, having a matter against another, go to law before the inequitable, and not before the saints? Do ye not know that the saints shall magistrate the world? And if the world shall be magistrated by you, are ye unworthy to magistrate the smallest matters? Know ye not that we shall magistrate angels? How much more things that pertain to this life? If then ye have retributions of things pertaining to this life, set them to magistrate who are least esteemed in the church. I speak to your shame. Is it so that there is not a wise man among you? No, not one that shall be able to magistrate between his brethren? But brother goeth to law with brother, and that before the unbelievers. Now therefore, there is utterly a fault among you, because ye go to law one with another. Why do ye not rather take wrong? Why do you rather suffer yourselves to be defrauded? Nay, ye do wrong and defraud, and that your brethren. Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of Yah? Be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate, nor abusers of themselves with mankind, nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards, nor revelers, nor extortioners shall inherit the kingdom of Yah. And such were some of you, but ye are washed, but ye are sanctified, but ye are competent in the name of the Yahweh Yahushua, and by the Spirit of our Elohim. All things are lawful unto me, but all things are not expedient. All things are lawful for me, but I will not be brought under the power of any. Meats for the belly, and the belly for meats, but Elohim shall destroy both it and them. Now, the body is not for fornication, but for the Yahweh, and the Yahweh for the body. And Elohim hath both raised up the Yahweh, and will also raise up us by his own power. Know ye not that your bodies are the members of Hamashiach? Shall I then take the members of Hamashiach and make them the members of an harlot? Yah forbid. What? Know ye not that he which is united with an harlot is one body? For two, saith he, shall be one flesh. But he that is united unto the Yahweh is one spirit. Flee fornication. Every sin that a man doeth is without the body, but he that committeth fornication sinneth against his own body. What? Know ye not that your body is the temple of the Ruach HaKodesh, which is in you, which ye have of Elohim, and ye are not your own? For you were bought with a price. Therefore glorify Elohim in your body and in your spirit, which are Elohim's. Chapter 7. Now concerning the things whereof ye wrote unto me, it is good for a man not to touch a woman. Nevertheless, to avoid fornication, let every man have his own wife, and let every woman have her own husband. Let every husband render unto his wife due benevolence, and likewise also the wife unto her husband. The wife hath not power of her own body, but the husband, and likewise also the husband hath not power of his own body, but the wife. Defraud not one another, except it be with consent for a time, that ye may, give yourselves to fasting and prayer, and come together again, that Satan tempt you not for your inconsistency. But I speak this by permission and not of commandment. For I would that all men were even as I myself. But every man hath his proper gift of Yah, one after this manner, and another after that. I say therefore to the unmarried widows, it is good for them if they abide even as I. But if they cannot contain, let them marry, for it is better to marry than to burn. And unto the married I command, yet not I, but the Yahweh, let not the wife depart from her husband. But if she depart, let her remain unmarried, or be reconciled to her husband, and let not the husband put away his wife. But to the rest speak I, not the Yahweh. If any brother hath a wife that believeth not, and she is pleased to dwell with him, let him not put her away. And the woman which hath an husband that believeth not, if he be pleased to dwell with her, let her not leave him. For the unbelieving husband is sanctified by the wife, and the unbelieving wife is sanctified by the husband. Else were your children unclean, but now ye are holy. But if the unbelieving depart, let him depart. A brother or a sister is not under bondage in such cases, but Elohim hath called us to peace. For what knowest thou, O wife, whether thou shalt save thy husband? Or how knowest thou, O man, whether thou shalt save thy wife? But as Elohim hath distributed to every man, as the Yahweh hath called everyone, so let him walk, and so ordain I in all churches. And is any man called being circumcised? Let him not be uncircumcised. Is any called in uncircumcision? Let him not be circumcised. Circumcision is nothing, and uncircumcision is nothing but keeping of the commandment of Yah. It is a powerful one. My commentary. Let every man abide in the same calling wherein he was called. Art thou called being a servant? care not for it. But if thou mayest be made free, use it rather. For he that is called in the Yahweh, being a servant, is the Yahweh's freeman. Likewise, also he that is called, being free, is Yahweh's servant. Ye are bought with a price. Be not ye the servants of men. Brethren, let every man, wherein he is called, therein abide with Elohim. Now concerning virgins, I have no commandment of the Yahweh, yet I give my retribution, as one that hath obtained mercy of the Yahweh to be faithful. I suppose, therefore, that this is good for the present distress. I say that it is good for a man so to be. Art thou bound unto a wife? Seek not to be loosed. Art thou bound from a wife? Seek not a wife. But, and if thou marry, thou hast not sinned. And if a virgin marry, she hath not sinned. Nevertheless, such shall have trouble in the flesh, but I spare you. He says, I spare you. But this I say, brethren, the time is short, and it remaineth that both they that have wives be as though they have none, and they that weep as though they wept not, and they that triumph as though they praise not, and they that buy as though they possessed not, and they that use this world as not abusing it. For the fashion of this world passeth away. But I would have you without carefulness. He that is unmarried careth for the things that belongeth to the Yahweh, how he may please the Yahweh. But he that is married careth for the things that are of the world, how he may please his wife. There is difference also between a wife and a virgin. The unmarried woman careth for the things of the Yahweh, that she may be holy both in body and in spirit. But she that is married careth for the things of the world, how she may please her husband. And this I speak for your own profit, not that I may cast a snare before you, but for that which is comely, and that ye may attend upon the Yahweh without distraction. But if any man think that he behave himself uncomely toward his virgin, if she pass the flower of her age, and need so require, let him do what he will. He sinneth not. Let them marry. Nevertheless, he that standeth steadfast in his heart, having no necessity, but hath power over his own will, and hath so decreed in his heart that he will keep his virgin, doth well. So then, he that giveth her in marriage doth well, but he that giveth her not in marriage doth better. And the wife is bound by the law as long as her husband liveth. But if her husband be dead, she is at liberty to be married whom she will, only in the Yahweh. But she is happier if she so abides, after my retribution, and I think also that I have the spirit of Yah. Chapter 8. Now as touching things offered unto idols, we know that we all have knowledge. Knowledge puffs up, but charity edifieth. And if any man think that he knoweth anything, he knoweth nothing, yet as he ought to know. But if any man love Elohim, the same is known of him. As concerning, therefore, the eating of those things that are offered in sacrifice unto idols, we know that an idol is nothing in the world, and that there is none other Elohim but one. For though there be that are called deities, whether in heaven or in earth, as there be deities many, and masters many, but to us there is but one Elohim, the Father, of whom are all things, and we in him, and one Yahweh Yahushua HaMashiach, by whom are all things, and we by him. Howbeit, there is not in every man that knowledge, for some with conscience of the idol unto this hour eat it as things offered unto an idol, and their conscience being weak is defiled. But meat commended us not to Elohim, for neither if we eat are we better, neither if we eat not are we worse. But take heed lest by any means this liberty of yours become a stumbling block to them that are weak. For if any man see thee which hath knowledge sit at meat in an idol's temple, shall not the conscience of him which is weak be emboldened to eat those things which are offered to idols? And through thy knowledge shall weak brothers perish, for whom Hamashiach died? But when ye sin so against the brethren and wound their weak conscience, ye sin against Hamashiach. Wherefore, if meat make my brother offend, I will eat no flesh while the world standeth, lest I make my brother to offend. Chapter 9. Am I not an apostle? Am I not free? Have I not seen Yahushua HaMashiach, our Yahweh? Are not ye my work in the Yahweh? If I be not an apostle unto others, yet doubtless I am to you. For the seal of mine apostleship are ye in the Yahweh. Mine answer to them that do examine me in this: have we not power to eat and drink? Have we not power to lead about a sister, a wife, as well as our apostles and as the brethren of the Yahweh and Cephas? Or I only and Barnabas, have not we power to forbear workings? Who goeth a warfare any time at his own charge? Who planteth a vineyard and eateth not the fruit thereof? Or who feedeth a flock and eateth not the milk of the flock? Say I these things as a man? Or saith not the law the same also? For it is written in the law of Moses, thou shalt not muzzle the mouth of an ox that treadeth out the corn. Doth Elohim taketh care for oxen? Or saith he it altogether for our sake? For our sake, no doubt, this is written, that he that ploweth should plow in hope, and he that thresheth in hope should be partakers of this hope. That's no question. If we have sown unto you spiritual things, is it a great thing if we shall reap your carnal things? If others be partakers of this power over you, are not we rather? Nevertheless, we have not used this power, but suffer all things, lest we should hinder the gospel of Hamashiach. Do ye not know that they which minister about holy things live of the things of the temple, and they which wait at the altar are partakers with the altar? Even so hath the Yahweh ordained that they which preach the gospel should live of the gospel. But I have used none of these things, neither have I written these things that it should be done so unto me. For it were better for me to die than any man should make my glorying void. For though I preach the gospel, I have nothing of glory, nothing to glory of. For necessity is laid upon me. Yea, woe is unto me if I preach not the gospel. For if I do this thing willingly, I have a reward. But if against my will, a dispensation of the gospel is committed unto me, what is my reward then? Verily that when I preach the gospel, I may make the gospel of Hamashiach without charge, that I abuse not my power in the gospel. For though I be free from all men, yet I have made myself servant unto all, that I might gain the more. And unto the Yehudais I became a Yehudah, that I might gain the Yehudais to them that are under the law, as under the law, that I might gain them that are under the law. To them that are without law, as without law, being not without law to Elohim, but unto the law, to Mashiach, that I might gain them that are without law. To the weak became I as weak, that I might gain the weak. I am made all things to all men, that I might by all means save some. And this I do for the gospel's sake, that I might be partakers thereof with you. Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize. So run, that ye may obtain. And every man that striveth for mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible. I therefore so run, not as uncertainly, so fight I, not as one that beateth the air, but I keep under my body and bring it into conquest, lest that by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself should be cast away. Chapter 10. Moreover, brethren, I would not that ye should be ignorant, how that all our fathers were under the cloud, and all passed through the sea, and were all baptized unto Moses in the cloud and in the sea, and did all eat the same spiritual meat, and did all drink the same spiritual drink, for they drank of that spiritual rock that followed them, and that rock was Hamashiach. But with many of them Elohim was not well pleased, for they were overthrown in the wilderness. Now these things were our examples, to the intent we should not lust after evil things, as they also lusted. Neither be ye idolaters, as were some of them, as it is written, the people sat down to eat and drink, and they rose up to play. Neither let us commit a fornication, as some of them committed, and fell in one day 23,000. Neither let us tempt Hamashiach, as some of them also tempted, and were destroyed of serpents. Neither murmur ye, as some of them also murmured, and were destroyed of the destroyer. Now all these things happen unto them for an example, and they are written for our admonition, upon whom the ends of the world are come. Wherefore let him that thinketh he standeth heed lest he fall. There has no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. But Elohim is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. Wherefore, my beloved, dearly beloved, flee from idolatry. I speak to wise men, magistrate ye what I say. The cup of blessing which we blessed, is it not the communion of the blood of Hamashiach? The bread which we break, is it not the communion of the body of Hamashiach? For we being many are one bread and one body, for we are all partakers of one bread. Behold, Yisrael, after the flesh, and are not they which eat of the sacrifices partakers of the altar? What say I then? That the idol is anything, or that which is offered in sacrifice to idols is anything? But I say that the thing which the Goy sacrifice, they sacrifice to devils, and not to Elohim. And I would not that ye should have fellowship with devils. Ye cannot drink the cup of Yahweh and the cup of devils. Ye cannot be partakers of the Yahweh's table and of the table of devils. Very important. Do not provoke the Yahweh to Kina. Are we stronger than he? Are we stronger than he? Kina means to make jealous. That's Q-I-N apostrophe A-H. Verse 23. All things are lawful for me, but all things are not expedient. All things are lawful for me, but all things edify not. Let no man seek his own, but every man's another's wealth. Let no man seek his own, but every man another's wealth. Whatsoever is sold in the shambles, that eat, asking no question for conscience sake. For the earth is the Yahweh's, and the fullness thereof. If any of them that believe not bid you to feast, and ye be disposed to go, whatsoever set before you eat, asking no questions for conscience sake. But if any man say unto you, this is offered in sacrifice unto idols, eat not for his sake that showed it, and for conscience sake. For the earth is the Yahweh's, and the fullness thereof. Conscience, I say, not thine own, but of the other. For why is my liberty magistrated of another man's conscience? For if I by grace be a partaker, why am I evil spoken of for that which I gave thanks? That's a deep question. It's another commentary. Verse 31. Whether therefore ye eat or drink or whatsoever ye do, do all to the glory of Yah. Give none offense, neither to the Yehudaes, nor to the Goy, northern kingdom nation, nor to the church of Yah, even as I please all men in all things, not seeking mine own profit, but the profit of many, that they may be saved. Chapter 11. Be ye followers of me, even as I also am of Hamashiach. Now I praise you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things, and keep the ordinances as I deliver them to you. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Hamashiach is Elohim. Every man praying or prophesying having his head covered dishonoreth his head, but every woman that prayeth or prophesieth with her head uncovered dishonoreth her head. For that is even all as if she were shaven. For if the woman be not covered, let her also be shorn. But if it be a shame for a woman to be shorn or shaven, let her be covered. For a man indeed ought not to cover his head, for as much as he is the image and glory of Yah. But the woman is the glory of the man. For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. For what cause ought the woman to have power on her head because of the angels? Nevertheless, neither is the man without the woman, neither the woman without the man in the Yahweh. For as the woman is of the man, even so is the man also by the woman. But all things in Elohim. Magistrate in yourselves, is it comely that a woman pray unto Elohim uncovered? Doth not even nature itself teach you that if a man have long hair, it is a shame unto him? But if a woman have long hair, it is her glory. It is glory of her. For her hair is given her for a covering. But if any man seem to be contentious, we have no such customs, neither the churches of Elohim. Now in this that I declare unto you, I praise you not that ye come together not for the better, but for the worse. For first of all, when ye come together in the church, I hear that there be divisions among you, and I partly believe it. For there must be also heresies among you, that they which are approved may be made manifest among you. When ye come together, therefore, into one place, this is not to eat the Yahweh supper. For in the eating, everyone taketh before other his own supper, and one is hungry, and another is drunken. What? Have ye not houses to eat and to drink in? Or despise ye the church of Elohim, and shame them that have not? What shall I say unto you? Shall I praise you in this? I praise you not. Verse 23. For I have received of the Yahweh that which I also delivered unto you, that the Yahweh Yahushua the same night in which he was betrayed took bread. When he had given thanks, he brake it and said, Take, eat, this is my body, which is broken for you. This do in remembrance of me. After the same manner also he took the cup, and when he had supped, saying, This cup is the New Testament in my blood. This do as often as ye drink it in remembrance of me. For as often as ye eat this bread and drink this cup, ye do show the Yahweh's death till he comes. Wherefore, whosoever shall eat this bread and drink this cup of the Yahweh unworthily shall be guilty of the body and the blood of the Yahweh. But let a man examine himself, and so let him eat of that bread and drink of that cup. For he that eateth and drinketh unworthily eateth and drinketh damnation to himself, not discerning the Yahweh's body. For this cause many are weak and sickly among you, and many sleep. For if we would magistrate ourselves, we should not be magistrated. But when we are magistrated, we are chastened of the Yahweh, that we should not be condemned with the world. Wherefore, my brethren, when ye come together to eat, tarry one for another. And if any man hunger, let him eat at home, that ye come not together unto condemnation. And the rest I will set in order when I come. Chapter 12. Now concerning spiritual gifts, brethren, I would not have you ignorant. Ye know that ye were goy, as strange nations, carried away unto these dumb idols, even as ye were led. Wherefore I give you to understand that no man speaketh by the Ruach of Elohim calleth Yahushua accursed, and that no man can say that Yahushua is the Yahweh, but by the Ruach HaKodesh. Now there are diversities of gifts, but the same Spirit. And there are differences in administrations, but the same Yahweh. And there are diversities of operations, but it is the same Elohim which worketh all in all. But the manifestations of the Spirit is given to every man to profit withal. For to one is given by the Spirit of the word of wisdom, to another the word of knowledge by the same Spirit, to another faith by the same Spirit, to another the gifts of healing by the same Spirit, to another the working of miracles, to another prophecy, to another discerning of spirits, to another divers kinds of tongues, to another the interpretation of tongues. But all these worketh that one and the self same Spirit, dividing to every man severally as he will. For as the body is one that hath many members, and all the members of that one body being many are one body, so also is Hamashiach. For by one Spirit are we all baptized into one body, whether we be Yahudaes or Goy, northern kingdom nation, whether we be bond or free, and have been all made to drink into one Spirit. For the body is not one member, but many. If the foot shall say, because I am not the hand, I am not of the body, it is therefore not of the body. And if the ear shall say, because I am not the eye, I am not of the body, is it therefore not of the body? If the whole body were an eye, where were the hearing? If the whole body were hearing, where were the smelling? But now hath Elohim set the members, every one of them, in the body as it hath pleased him. And if they were all one member, where were the body? But now are they many members, yet but one body. And the eye cannot say unto the hand, I have no need of thee, nor again the head to the feet, I have no need of thee. Nay, much more those members of the body which seem to be more feeble are necessary. And those members of the body which we think to be less honorable, upon these we bestow more abundant honor, and our uncomely parts have more abundant comeliness. For our comely parts have no need, but Elohim hath tempered the body together, having given more abundant honor to the part which we lacked, that we should be no schism in the body, but that the members should have the same care one for another. Whether one member suffer, all the members suffer with it, or one member be honored, all the members triumph in it. Now ye are the body of Hamashiach, and members in particular. Elohim hath set some in the church, first apostles, secondarily prophets, Thirdly, teachers. After that, miracles, then gifts of healings, helps, governments, diversities of tongues. Are all apostles? Are all prophets? Are all teachers? Are all workers of miracles? Have all the gifts of healing? Do all speak with tongues? Do all interpret? But covet earnestly the best gift, and yet show I unto you a more excellent way. Chapter 13. Though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels, I have not charity, I am become a sounding brass, as sounding brass, or a tinkling cymbal. And though I have the gift of prophecy, and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have all faith, so that I could remove mountains, and have not charity, I am nothing. And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned, and have not charity, it profiteth me nothing. Charity suffereth long, and is kind. Charity envieth not. Charity vaunteth not itself, is not puffed up, doth not behave unseemingly, seeketh not her own, is not easily provoked, thinketh no evil, triumpheth not in iniquity, but triumph in truth, beareth all things, believeth all things, hopeth all things, endureth all things. Charity never fails. But whether there be prophecies, they shall fail. Whether there be tongues, they shall cease. Whether there be knowledge, it shall vanish away. For we know in part, and we prophesy in part. But when that which is pure is come, then that which is in part shall be done away. When I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. When I became a man, I put away childish things. For now we see through a glass darkly, but when then face to face, now I know in part, but then shall I know even as also I am known. And now abideth faith, hope, charity, these three, but the greatest of these three is charity. Chapter 14. Follow after charity and despise spiritual gifts. Excuse me. I will read chapter 14 and verse 1 again. Follow out chapter 14, verse 1. Follow after charity and desire spiritual gifts, but rather that ye may prophesy. For he that speaketh in an unknown tongue speaketh not unto men, but unto Elohim. For no man understandeth him, howbeit in the spirit he speaketh mysteries. But he that prophesieth speaketh unto men to edification and exhortation and comfort. He that speaketh in an unknown tongue edifieth himself, but he that prophesieth edify the church. I would that ye all speak with tongues, but rather that ye prophesy. For greater is he that prophesieth than he that speaketh with tongues, except he interpret, that the church may receive edification. Now, brethren, if I come unto you speaking with tongues, what shall I profit you? Except I shall speak to you either by revelation, or by knowledge, or by prophesying, or by doctrine. And even things without life-giving sound, whether pipe or harp except they give a distinction in the sound? How shall it be known what is piped or harped? For if the trumpet gives an uncertain sound, who shall prepare himself to the battle? So likewise ye, except ye utter by the tongues words easy to be understood, how shall it be known what is spoken? For ye shall speak it in the air. There are, it may be, so many kinds of voices in the world, and none of them is without signification. Therefore, if I know not the meaning of the voice, I shall be unto him that speaketh a barbarian, and he that speaketh shall be a barbarian unto me. Even so, ye, for as much as ye are zealous of spiritual gifts, seek that ye may excel to edify the church. Wherefore, let him that speaketh in an unknown tongue pray that he may interpret. For if I pray in an unknown tongue, my spirit prayeth, but my understanding is unfruitful. What is it then? I will pray with the spirit, and I will pray with the understanding also. I will sing with the spirit, and I will sing with the understanding also. Else, when thou shalt bless the spirit, how shall he that occupieth the room of the unlearned say Omna at thy giving of thanks, seeing he understandeth not what thou sayest? For thou verily givest thanks well, but the other is not edified. I thank my Elohim, I speak with tongues more than ye all. In the church, I had rather speak 5 words with my understanding, that by my voice I might teach others also, than 10,000 words in an unknown tongue. Brethren, be not children in understanding, howbeit in malice be ye children, but in understanding be men. In the law it is written, with men of other tongues and other lips will I speak unto this people, and yet for all that will they not hear me, saith the Yahweh. Wherefore tongues are for a sign, not to them that believe, but to them that believe not. But prophecy serveth not for them that believe not, but for them which believe. If therefore the whole church be come together into one place, and all speak with tongues, and there come in those that are unlearned or unbelievers, will they not say that they are mad? But if all prophecy, and there come in one that believeth not, or one unlearned, he is convinced of all, he is magistrate of all. And thus are the secrets of his heart made manifest. And so falling down on his face, he will worship Elohim, and report that Elohim is in you of a truth. How is it then, brethren, when ye come together, every one of you hath a psalm, hath a doctrine, hath a tongue, hath a revelation, hath an interpretation? Let all things be done unto edifying. If any man speak in an unknown tongue, let it be by 2, or at the most by 3, and that by course, and let one interpret. But if there be no interpreter, let him keep silent. In the church, and let him speak alone to himself and to Elohim. Let the prophet speak 2 or 3, and let the others magistrate. And if anything be revealed to another that sitteth by, let the first hold his peace, for he may all prophesy one by one, that all may learn and all may be comforted. And the spirit of the prophets are conquest to the prophets. For Elohim is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all churches of the saints. Let your women keep silent in the churches, for it is not permitted unto them to speak, but they are commanded to be under obedience, as also saith the law. And if they will learn anything, let them ask their husbands at home. For it is a shame for a woman to speak in the church. What? Came the word of Yah out of you? Or or came it unto you only? If any man think himself to be a prophet or spiritual, let him acknowledge that the things that I write unto you are the commandments of the Yahweh Elohim. But if any man be ignorant, let him be ignorant. Wherefore, brethren, covet to prophesy, and forbid not to speak with tongues. Let all things be done decently and in order. Chapter 15. Moreover, brethren, I declare unto you the gospel which I preached unto you, which also ye have received, and wherein ye stand, by which also ye are saved, and ye keep in memory what I preached unto you, unless ye have believed in vain. For I delivered unto you of all that which I also received, how that Hamashiach died for our sins according to the scriptures, for that he was buried, and that he rose again the third day according to the scriptures, and that he was seen of Cephas, then of the 12. After that he was seen of above 500 brethren at once, of whom the greater part remain unto this present, but some are fallen asleep. After that he was seen of Zabdi, then of all the apostles, and last of all he was seen of me also, as one born out of due time. For I am the least of the apostles, that am not meet to be called an apostle, because I persecuted the church of Elohim. But by the grace of Elohim I am what I am, and his grace which was bestowed upon me was not in vain. But I labored more abundantly than they all. Yet not I, but the grace of Elohim which was with me. Therefore, whether it were I or they, so we preach, and so ye believe. And if Hamashiach be preached, that he rose from the dead, how say some among you that there is no resurrection of the dead? But if there is no resurrection of the dead, then is Hamashiach not risen? And if Hamashiach is not risen, then is our preaching in vain, and your faith also in vain. Yea, and we are found false witnesses of Elohim, because we have testified of Elohim that he raised up Hamashiach, whom he has not raised, that he raised not up, if so be that the dead raise not. For if the dead raise not, or rise not, then is Hamashiach not raised. And if Hamashiach be not raised, your faith is in vain, ye are yet in your sins. then they also which are fallen asleep in Hamashiach are perished. If in this life only we have hope in Hamashiach, we are of all men most miserable. But now is Hamashiach risen from the dead and become the first fruits of them that slept. For since by man came death, by men came also the resurrection of the dead. That's man. By man came the resurrection of the dead. For as in Adam all die, even so in Hamashiach shall all be made alive. But every man in his own order, Hamashiach, the first fruits, afterwards they that are Hamashiach's at his coming. Then cometh the end. Then he shall have delivered up the kingdom to Elohim, even the Father, when he shall put down all rule and all authority and power. For he must reign till he hath put all enemies under his feet. And the last enemy that shall be destroyed is death. For he hath put all things under his feet. But when he saith all things are put under him, it is manifest that he is accepted, which did put all things under him. And when all things shall be subdued unto him, then shall the Son also be himself be conquest unto him that put all things under him, that Elohim may be all in all. Else what shall they do which are baptized for the dead? If the dead rise not at all, why are they then baptized for the dead? And why stand we in Sharaf every hour? I protest by your praising, which I have in Yahweh Yahushua Hamashiach, our Yahweh, I die daily. If after the manner of men I have fought with beasts at Ephesus, what advantage it me if the dead rise not? Let us eat and drink, for tomorrow we die. Be not deceived. Evil communication corrupts good manners. Awake to righteousness, and sin not, for some have not the knowledge of Yah. I speak this to your shame. But some men will say, how are the dead raised up? With what body do they come? Thou fool, that which thou sowest is not quickened except it die. And that which thou soweth not that body that shall be, but bear grain. It may chance of wheat or of some other grain, but Elohim giveth it a body, as it hath pleased him, and every seed his own body. All flesh is not the same flesh, but there is one kind of flesh of men, another flesh of beasts, another fish, another birds. There are also celestial bodies and bodies terrestrial, but the glory of the celestial is one, and the glory of the terrestrial is another. There is one glory of the sun, and another glory of the moon, and another glory of the stars. For the one star differ from another star in glory. So also the resurrection of the dead, it is sown in corruption and raised in incorruption. It is sown in dishonor. It is raised in glory. It is sown in weakness. It is raised in power. It is sown in natural body. It is raised in spirit, a spiritual body. There is a natural body and there is a spiritual body. And so it is written, the first man, Adam, was made a living soul. The last Adam was made a quickening spirit. Howbeit that was not first, which is spiritual, but that which is natural, and afterwards that which is spiritual. The first man is of the earth, earthy. The second man is of the Yahweh, from heaven. As is the earthy, such are they also that are earthy. And as is the heavenly, such are they also that are heavenly. And as we have borne the image of the earthy, we shall also bear the image of the heavenly. Now this I say, brethren, that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of Elohim, neither doth corruption inherit incorruption. Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall be changed in a moment, in a twinkling of an eye, at the last trump. For the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. For this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. So when this corruptible shall have put on incorruption, and this mortal shall have put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, death is swallowed up in victory. O death, where is thy sting? O grave, where is thy victory? The sting of death is sin, and the strength of sin is the law. But thanks be to Elohim, which giveth us the victory through our Yahweh Yahushua HaMashiach. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the works of the Yahweh, for as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Yahweh. Chapter 16. Now concerning the collection for the saints, as I have given order to the churches of Galatia, even so do ye. Upon the first day of the week, let every one of you lay by him in store, as Elohim hath prospered him, that there be no gatherings when I come. And when I come, whomsoever ye shall approve by your letters, them will I send to bring your liberality unto Jerusalem. And if it be meet that I go also, they shall go with me. Now I will come unto you when I shall pass through Macedonia, for I do pass through Macedonia. And it may be that I will abide, yea, and winter with you, that ye may bring me on my expedition whithersoever I go. For I will not see you now by the way, but I trust to tarry a while with you, if the Yahweh permit. But I will tarry at Ephesus until Pentecost. For a great door and effectual is open unto me, and there are many adversaries. And if Timotheus come, see that he may be with you without fear, for he worketh the work of the Yahweh, as also I do. As I also do. Let no man therefore despise him, but conduct him forth in peace, that he may come unto me. For I look for him with the brethren. As touching our brother Apollos, I greatly desired him to come unto you with the brethren. But his will was not at all to come at this time. But he will come when he shall have convenient time. Watch ye steadfast in the faith, quit you like men, be strong. Let all things be done with charity. I beseech you, brethren, ye know the house of Stephanus, that it is fruitful of Achaia, and that they have addicted themselves to the ministry of the saints, that ye submit yourselves unto such. And to everyone that and to everyone that helped with us and labored. I am glad of the coming of Stephanus, and Fortunatus, and Archaeus. For that which was lacking on your part, they have supplied. For they have refreshed my spirit and yours. Therefore acknowledge ye them that are such. And the churches of Asia salute you. Aquila and Priscilla salute you, much in the Yahweh, with the church that is in their house. All the brethren greet you. Greet one another with a holy kiss. The salutation of me, Paul, with mine own hand. If any man love not the Yahweh Yahushua HaMashiach, let him be anathema. Maranatha. Grace of our Yahweh Yahushua be with you. My love be with you all in Yahushua HaMashiach. Omna. The first epistle to the Corinthians was written from Philippi by Stephanus and Fortunatus and Archaicus and Timotheus. My brethren, that is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapters 1 through 16. We pray that your day is a blessed day. And with that, we honor our sister. Matthew chapter 26 and verse 6. Now when Yahushua was in the house, when Yahushua was in Bethany, in the house of Simon the leper, there came unto him a woman having an alabaster box of very precious ointment, and poured it on his head as he sat at meat. But when his disciples saw it, they had indignation, and said, to what purpose is this waste? For this ointment might have been given to the poor, might have been sold for much and given to the poor. When Yahushua understood it, he said unto them, why trouble ye the woman? For she had wrought a good work upon me. For ye have the poor always with you, but me ye have not always. For in that she hath poured this ointment on my body, she did it for my burial. Verily I say unto you, whatsoever this gospel shall be preached in the whole world, there shall also this that this woman hath done be told for memorial of her. So with that, we honor our sister, and we say unto you, Shalom, peace, and Barakat. I hope that your day will continue to be a blessing. Shalom.